Hello and welcome to another chess video. I'm going to play a 3-minute game on chess.com and share my thoughts, and Demi's gonna play with me and hopefully give me some good ideas, right Demi? No? Maybe?
Okay, so we're waiting for an opponent. I'm currently rated around 2450. I'd like to get over 2500 for some reason. Why do the even numbers appeal to us so much? I don't know. But okay, we found again an opponent from Russia, Rumple Dark One. And he has disabled chat. English opening, he goes for c6, which I think is named after Keres. Bishop d6, so this is basically a Kopets variation with colors reversed. Play bishop c7, aim for d5. So if I play d4, maybe he'll play e4. So no, he'll play d5 to do that. So I'm going to challenge with d4. Maybe he'll go e4 here. Knight g5, d5. Play it like a French. I mean e3, it's a move, but I'm not worried about it. So we'll take e3. And I guess I'll play f3 like it's a French. And we have pressure on d5. He might want to put a knight into d3, but it's not a great option anymore. Bishop g4 is a move. Not necessarily super useful. So now I have to find a way to like improve my pieces. Is e4 too much? I'd really like to sack the exchange, but I'm not really in a position to do that unless I am with a crazy. This is a bit it's a silly move. We should just play rook e8 now, or no, then I can still play it. So I'm trying to take here. He defends, and we'll play here. Otherwise, knight takes d4. Knight e4 might have been a move there, and might still be a move. Knight e4 to c5. Yeah, that's what I play if he plays like a blank move. Is bishop h3 a blank move? Knight e4, king g7, knight c5 type move. Could also maybe just have taken on f6 with a queen. No, then he takes on d5. Demi, it's getting exciting. You need to calm down. Calm down, sir. Also, knight takes f6 was probably not a problem. I don't see why I shouldn't take this. Yeah, this was even better than I thought because I'm just winning back the exchange. And I'm up just off a bunch of material. And is he trying to lose more material? I could win a pawn, but I think this is probably just the best way. g4. Not allowing f5, clamping down on this square. Because I think this is not a problem. Okay, you can play here, but I just play rook b1. Bishop d2 is next. This is just resignable. Okay, I mean you can give this check, but what does it really do? Okay, it might inconvenience me a little bit. Now I can play a3 and then king d3. Okay, gets a knight here. I'll sack one pawn just to get my rook active. He has knight f2. I can see it. I can see it. I think I want to get my pieces active. Oh, 96 or 95. 95 e4. I don't think he can allow that. Rook comes here. Probably g5 next, bishop c3. Maybe just bishop c3 immediately. Okay, okay. Maybe I should have gone with the other move. But I didn't. Demi, calm down. I know I have only 36 seconds. I'll try to focus. Okay? Fair enough? Oh, come on. That's not focusing. Okay. King here.
Horrible move. What? No, it's okay. Thought I could take on d5, but my rook is protected. Okay, Demi, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to focus. So I'll take on f6 and play e5 and rook c1 next. But I need to hurry. Take, check here. Let's put my king here. Because I want to play rook to h1 here. Rook g5 is a move, but I'll play here. I'll not take. Gives no. Oh, well, I did, didn't I? So e7 is a very annoying threat for him. He might have to take. But yeah, it's just too little too late. I'll even hide behind this pawn. Okay. Good game, Demi, right? Right, Demi, do you approve of my game? I think I played okay. I wasn't time trouble, but come on. You never give me credit. I'm not Kramnik, I know that. But I'm pretty good. I beat a Russian. You're just yawning. Demi, what do I have to do to impress you? Such a tough boss. Okay, let's have a look at this game. Un momento, por favor. Okay, so now I have chess base. Demi, do you not like postmortem? Are you gonna leave me? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, we don't have to look at the game. I'm gonna look at it, but she doesn't like postmortem, so it is what it is. So okay, I had the white pieces and English opening. G3, knight f6, bishop d2, and he plays c6. And you can do this, yes, after knight f6 or immediately here after g3. I believe it's called the Keres variation, something like that, as I mentioned during the game. I played knight f3 here. It's also possible to play d4, and it's a more common move. And the position becomes a lot different, and probably more thematic to play in this way. It becomes sort of like a c3 Sicilian with colors reversed at times. But okay, knight f3, bishop to d6, and this is like the so-called, I could remember during the game, but now I can't. But it's a variation. What's his name? International Master. I even played this once. Okay, I mentioned it during the game, but for some reason I can't remember anymore. Anyway, it's a variation. You know, the idea is to put the bishop here, and then you can move the d-pawn and try to get a strong center for black. Here I castle. He first castled before going on with the plan of bishop to c7. And here I felt like I wanted to challenge. I mean, d3 is a move, but then probably d5. and black should be absolutely fine. So I thought d4 was more challenging, and he plays e4. And for some reason I didn't consider knight h4 here, but it's a much more thematic move. I don't really need more attackers here. He's gonna play d5 anyway, and from here I can play bishop to g5. The knight is ready to help. Maybe jump into here. I can challenge the center with f3, queen b3 if I need. I have some nice pressure on the center there. So this is basically becoming sort of like a French with reverse colors. Very similar pawn structure. We're sharing some important themes here. So e3, now it's basically a French where we have fianchettos. We have some lines like this in the French terrace especially, where black has a similar pawn structure with colors reversed. And f3 is very often the break there, so I go for it here. Makes sense. You want to chop away at the strong center, and when you do that, now you have create the weakness. Of course we have one as well, but chess is always about giving and taking. Bishop g4. Yeah, I might have had to consider taking with the knight here. It's also probably a good option. And here, superficial move that I played, queen e1, because I'm just hoping that he allows me to take here, which is a thematic pawn sacrifice, exchange sacrifice at times in the French. You give black double pawns, you break up his pawns, they become weak, and you attack this pawn and very often win it. And the strong center pawns usually give you enough compensation, sometimes more, sometimes less, depends on where the pieces are. Rook a to e8, and now I went for the sack. He protects, queen f2. I'm not sure if knight e4 here was better. It's definitely an option, but I went for it here, and it seems very strong now because I have two guys coming into this square. We also have knight c5 ideas, so king g7, I can play knight c5, attack the queen, and maybe just take on h3 and take this pawn. And the king is not feeling good on a black square. Once I start opening up, maybe e4 and bishop on this diagonal, or maybe just putting it on this diagonal. Yeah, looks quite good actually. And here king h8 probably was not the best move, because now I just win back the exchange. And I'm up 2 pawns. Black's sort of only good point about his position is the potential to get some kind of blockade. Maybe knight on d5, play f5, the rook can control e4, but I can play on the wings as well, so it's just something to play for. They should be lost, but maybe I didn't play the best. I played g4 to stop f5, may not have been necessary. Maybe I should have just played bishop d2, got my rook activated as soon as possible. But anything should win here. But clearly I didn't choose the best path, because okay, he's threatening to take on d4, I have to move the king. And this is too slow here somehow. h3, knight e4. And okay, why didn't I just bring the king back and then bishop d2? There's no need to give this pawn, but okay, I gave it up. Even still, it's looking just completely winning. Even though it's just a pawn, notice that the knight doesn't have an outpost. Like if I had a pawn on e5 and he had like a strong outpost on d5, it would be completely different. But here my pawns are fluent, controlling a lot of squares, not giving him an outpost. And this is why central pawns can be very strong. So I protect the central pawns. And here I thought taking on f6 just gives me a very promising ending, because I can both penetrate here, use the pawn if I need, then I can also swing over here and attack this guy. That's why I played king f5. I wanted to, after rook h8, have g5 available without hg check. Instead he went for this, but now I just take the pawn, and the e-pawn is just too strong, as you saw in the game. Now I just played rook f1 to block any checks on this f-file, and then rook f6, and he can't keep control of e7. I'm threatening e7, discovered check, and yeah, okay. The remaining moves weren't necessary. Yeah, it was a pretty good win. I'm happy with this one. And I'll keep playing these live blitz game. I mean, they're the easiest material to make, but I think it's useful. I mean, you get thoughts from a master level player, and yeah, hopefully you learned something from this one. And I'll see you in another video, guys. Bye bye.